Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. Fleet Admiral Akainu, in his pursuit of absolute justice, wants Monkey D. Luffy's bounty to surpass Shanks's, and I'm going to reveal when that will happen and why right now. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. Guys, on the chessboard of the One Piece world, where pawns become kings and bishops become admirals, the ruthless mind of Fleet Admiral Sakazuki, better known as Akainu, operates under a philosophy of absolute justice. To him, there are no shades of gray, only black and white, good and evil, order and chaos. And in this dichotomy, pirates are chaos personified, a plague that must be eradicated without hesitation and without mercy. Akainu is not a man of half measures. His rise to the top of the Marines after the Marineford War wasn't an accident. It was the manifestation of an unbreakable desire to purge the world of its most disruptive elements. He is the burning rock of the Marines, scorching everything in his path to uphold what he believes to be the true world order. From the horrors of Ohara, where his sense of justice led him to vaporize a refugee ship just in case, to the massacre at Marineford, where he hunted down and killed Ace without remorse and tried to do the same to Luffy, Akainu's history is a testament to his brutality and uncompromising dedication. He sees the world through the lens of existential threats to the world government's authority. For him, it is not just about capturing pirates. It is about annihilating the very idea of rebellion, crushing any spark of freedom that might inspire others to question the status quo. And this is where Monkey D. Luffy enters the scene. Not as a mere pirate, but as a catalyst for change, a storm of anarchy that refuses to be contained. When considering the two greatest pirate icons of the current era, the enigmatic Shanks, one of the four emperors, and the rising Monkey D. Luffy, the self-proclaimed fifth emperor, and now central figure after Wano, it's crucial to analyze how Akainu sees them. Shanks, despite being an emperor with immeasurable power, operates mostly in the shadows, like a hidden diplomat of the underworld, maintaining a strange balance, and only stepping in during critical moments to prevent total collapse, like stopping Kaido from heading to Marineford or ending the war itself. His actions, though powerful, are not always direct. Public confrontations with the world government. Shanks's mysterious meeting with the Five Elders suggests a level of complexity in his role that Akainu, with his straightforward, annihilation-focused mindset, might dismiss as weakness or complicity, but not as immediate chaotic disruption to the world hierarchy. Shanks is a pirate, yes, and a dangerous one, but paradoxically, one who has at times acted in ways that preserved a fragile global peace. For Akainu, that is irritating, but not the same form of destabilization that Luffy represents. Luffy, on the other hand, is the exact opposite of subtlety. He is a hurricane of problems, a magnet for chaos and a breaker of structures. Since the very beginning, Luffy has been a thorn in the throat of the Marines and the world government. His journey is marked by direct public challenges to established authority, defeating Arlong and East Blue, showing he would never bow to petty tyrants, taking down Crocodile in Alabasta, a warlord, exposing the system's failures and intervening in a kingdom's affairs, storming Eni's lobby and declaring open war on the world government, burning their flag and challenging their power as a supernova, then breaking into Impel Down and joining the battle at Marineford. In every one of these events, Luffy didn't just cause destruction, he dismantled the government's credibility and inspired rebellion. At Marineford, Akainu has his first major revelation about Luffy that goes beyond combat ability. It's when he yells to Ace and to the world that the blood of the world's most wanted criminal, Dragon, runs through Luffy's veins. That lineage to Akainu is not a genealogical detail. It is a curse, proof that Luffy is an innate and amplified threat. Akainu understands legacy and the danger of a revolutionary son. He saw Luffy's determination, his terrifying resilience, and his ability to rally allies. He recognized Luffy's potential as a symbol of rebellion, and that perception only grew over time. After the time skip, Luffy's trail of destruction became wider and deeper. In Dressrosa, he didn't just defeat another warlord, Don Quixote do Flamingo, he also exposed the underground network tied to the world government and the celestial dragons, unraveling a web of corruption that the government desperately wanted hidden. He liberated an entire nation and exposed the rotting face of the elite. In Whole Cake Island, he invaded the territory of a Yonko, Big Mom, and escaped, causing unprecedented public humiliation to one of the world's most powerful figures. These are not isolated acts. They form a pattern that challenges, destabilizes, and most importantly, exposes the weaknesses of the system Akainu swore to protect. But in Wano and in the events following Kaido's fall, Luffy evolved evolved from a problem into an existential threat. Defeating Kaido, a Yonko, and the strongest creature in the world would already be monumental. But Luffy didn't just defeat him, he liberated a closed-off country from a tyrannical regime that lasted 20 years, a liberation that echoed around the world. News of Kaido and Big Mom's fall, and the rise of two new Yonko, one of them Luffy, sent shockwaves across the Grand Line and beyond. However, the most crucial aspect from Akainu's perspective, and the reason why he would want Luffy's bounty to surpass Shanks's, is the revelation of the true nature of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. What everyone believed to be a simple rubber fruit turned out to be the mythical human fruit. Model Nika, the sun god, the warrior of liberation. This fruit, which the world government tried to erase from history and reclaim for centuries, now belongs to the son of their greatest enemy, Monkey D. Dragon. Nika's awakening isn't just a power-up, it is prophetic. It is an ideological threat to the very foundation of the world government. Nika represents freedom, joy, laughter, and the liberation of the oppressed. The exact opposite of the tyranny and absolute justice enforced by the Marines and the government. Akainu, with his mind set on absolute justice and the eradication of evil, would see Nika as the embodiment of chaos and historical heresy. It is the last thing he would allow to flourish. Luffy's existence as Nika is a direct insult to the government's narrative, to its authority, and to its ability to control history. This goes beyond piracy. It is a matter of truth and ideological power. Akainu does not fight individuals. He fights concepts. And the concept of Nika, liberation, is the most poisonous threat to the order he seeks to defend. From Akainu's strategic point of view, bounties are not just numbers. They are declarations. They exist to instill fear, to isolate, and to direct the world's attention. By raising Luffy's bounty above Shanks's, Akainu would be sending a clear and unmistakable message. Monkey D. Luffy is now the greatest and most immediate threat to the world government. This would shift the global focus away from other emperors, and perhaps even from Shanks himself, toward Luffy as the ultimate archenemy. It would validate Akainu's warnings at Marineford about Luffy's dangerous bloodline and his innate ability to cause trouble. Shanks, as powerful as he is, does not have the same history of direct and public confrontation with the world government structure that Luffy does. His actions are more about maintaining a balance of power among pirates and occasionally between pirates and the world government. Akainu may see him as a necessary evil, for now a stabilizing element that sometimes prevents even greater catastrophe. But Luffy is the catastrophe, a tsunami of rebellion that cannot be stopped. He strikes at the foundations, questions history, and embodies the freedom the world government fears most. Luffy's bounty already reflects the gravity of his deeds. He defeated two emperors, an unprecedented feat in such a short span of time, and he carries a devil fruit that represents the antithesis of the world government. Shanks, despite his long and mysterious history and overwhelming power, has not caused the same level of active and public destabilization to the world government in recent years. His most significant interactions with the government are his meetings with the Five Elders, meetings Akainu likely views with suspicion, yet which do not translate into direct destruction of governmental power. Akainu, in his relentless pursuit of absolute justice and the eradication of any threat to the world government's authority, would see in Luffy not merely a dangerous pirate, but an embodied symbol of freedom and rebellion, a figure who must be demoralized and hunted above all others. Giving Luffy a bounty higher than Shanks's would be the final recognition and most severe warning that the son of Dragon and bearer of Nika is the world's #1 enemy, confirming Akainu's view that he is the ultimate danger. The Marine propaganda machine would be mobilized to paint Luffy as the devil incarnate, and a bounty surpassing Shanks's would be the crown of that demonization. The world would need to understand the magnitude of the threat Luffy represents, and the number on his bounty would be the most effective way to convey it. The chaos Luffy generates, the collapse of structures, the liberation of nations, and more importantly, the awakening of the warrior of liberation are all elements that, in Akainu's mind, make him a far deeper and more dangerous threat than any other emperor, including the enigmatic Shanks. He is the catalyst that can bring everything down, and Akainu cannot allow that. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.